Hello and welcome to this TopDown Engine tutorial. I'm Renaud from On Mountains, and today we're going to talk about achievements in the context of the TopDown Engine. So the engine comes with a simple yet powerful solution that will allow you to define, trigger and save achievements. And it's very modular and easy to extend, so if you want to plug it to specific platforms, social API for example, it's quite easy to do. So I guess the question I get the most about achievements is how to reset them. So let's have a look at that first. I'm gonna exit play right now and I'm gonna go into tools, more mountains, and here you can see you get a reset all achievements menu option. You'll find also how to reset all saves inventories if you ever wondered where that was. So just press reset all achievements and all your achievements will be reset as you would expect. So let's have a look at what an achievement is made of. I've folded all the other ones to have a look at the jump around one. So as you can see, it's made of a unique achievement ID, in this case jump around. Then you get an achievement type that you can use to display achievements differently, whether they are based on a simple and unique achievement unlock, or if it's progress based. Then you can decide whether or not your achievement is hidden and whether or not it's already unlocked. Then you have a title, description that, as you can see, will be displayed in the pop-up thing that tells you the achievement's been unlocked, and you can associate a number of points to it. Then you get a locked image that would be it's from this spreadsheet, so the locked image would be that, and then you get to decide of an image, and of course you can replace that with yours. That's just the example. Then if I go back to my list, you can also define the progress target, and in this case that would be 10. You need to make 10 jumps, so that's actually a progress achievement type. And right now the current progress is of course 0. So now that you know how to add and modify the achievements in the list or create your own, it's time to switch to code to make it unlockable. So this can be done from any class, and of course where exactly you do it depends on your game and your specific achievements. There are a few examples in the engine though, so you can get a better understanding of how it's done. Most of the time I'm going to use events to trigger achievements, because I find it's the best way to separate things in your code, but you can do things differently if you want. So to unlock achievements, it's quite simple and it can be done in basically one line of code. In the engine, if you go to common scripts, achievements, and open the achievement rules, you'll get this, and that's pretty much where achievements are going to be unlocked. So as you can see, this class listens to a lot of events, game events, character events, what else, checkpoint events, and so on, inventory events. And so on enable, on disable, we're going to start and stop respectively listening to these events. So basically every time, let's say, a jump happens, I'm gonna try to add progress to my jump around achievement. So basically here we have an onMM event method that catches character events, and if that character type is the player, and if the event is of type jump, then we know that somewhere in the game the player has jumped, then we add progress to our jump around event. But really, if you want to do things differently, you could copy and paste just this line, this particular line here, and paste it in your another class, your game manager, your level manager, your jump class, whatever. I just find it better to have an achievement rules class or something similar that I can just put somewhere, and it listens to events, and that way it's completely separate from the rest of the code base. Of course, this achievement rules inherits from an achievement rules, which is like a more base class that you can extend, and it inherits from mono behavior. So that means that you need to have that component in your scene somewhere. So in this case, you can see that it's right here inside managers. You just create an empty object, put that component to it, and you're good to go. It's gonna watch for these events, and it's gonna, you know, trigger achievements as needed. So if you want to display achievements, of course, you can create your own UI system for that. But by default, the engine will come with a tiny, in I think most of the scenes, if not all, inside the canvas, you'll see an achievements vertical. I'm gonna go to scene, vertical layered group. And as you can see, it also comes with an achievement displayer script, which is gonna go and pick an achievement display prefab, and basically every time an achievement gets unlocked, it's gonna instantiate it right there. And the cool thing is, with a vertical layered group, you can have much more than one. Of course, if you know that in your game you're gonna get more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 achievements, make it better, you know, make it bigger, make it different. But for most use cases, I think that should work like that. If you want to change the way achievements are displayed, you can of course edit the container so that achievements display, but you can also modify the achievements display prefab. So it's quite simple, but it's a title, an image, but you could decide to make it, you know, so that the icon is like that and the background is like that, you know, whatever you know makes your fancy. One last thing, to avoid creating dependencies to external code, the engine doesn't include ready-to-use interfaces for Steam, Google Play, iOS, or anything else. But this achievement system has been built with that kind of evolution in mind, so you can easily extend it and call the desired methods. Basically, every time in your achievement rules, you know, you're gonna call add progress, you can go and inside the achievement manager you can say yeah, I'm also gonna add progress to my achievement on Steam, on Game Center, on Google Play, and so on. So that's pretty much where you would add these interfaces to your desired platform or choice. It's built on the same logic as most of these APIs, if not all. So yeah, the best way to do it is either modify that or create a new class that listens for achievement unlocked events, which are of course triggered every time an achievement is unlocked, and you pass that achievement to the target social platforms API. I hope you learned something new today, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.